Hello students, welcome at Educare. This is Vinod Bihani, and in this chemistry session today we are continuing our discussion on chemical equilibrium, its third part. In the previous two parts, as a short revision, we will see what that we have seen. We have seen physical equilibrium means what, chemical equilibrium means what is the reversible and irreversible reaction, what is the concept of chemical equilibrium, and this very important chart. So it was this graphical representation for the chemical equilibrium. These two reactions rate, one increases, one decreases, and then what happens? We are getting both reactions by uniform rate. So at equilibrium, both forward and backward reactions occur with the same rate. We have also seen the concentration terms and what is meant by rate of reaction. We have also seen law of mass action, that is the rate of reaction directly proportional to the concentrations of each reactant, that is the product of concentrations of all reactants. Now we will continue our discussion. Suppose we will take this general reversible reaction, A plus B gives reversibly C plus D. We know these are the products, these are the reactants. Then for the forward reaction, we have, according to law of mass action, for forward reaction, according to law of mass action, rate is proportional to concentrations of reactant A and B, means something like this. If you introduce rate constant for forward reaction, it will be denoted by Kf, or it will be taken as Kf, and then we have as law of mass action state, we are getting this rate. Now similarly for backward reaction, similarly for backward or reverse reaction, we will have rate equal to, for backward reaction or reverse reaction, suppose that rate constant denoted by Kr, then we are getting for backward reaction C and D are the reactants, and that will be something like this. So these two are the rate constants. Kf is the rate constant of forward reaction and Kr is the rate constant of reverse reaction. So that is about rate constant Kf and Kr. Now we will deal with equilibrium constant. We know at equilibrium, rate of both forward and backward reaction, it is equal, something like this. So I am writing now here by removing that previous part. See everybody. Then at equilibrium, rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. Therefore, so we will have both rate equal. Forward reaction rate was something like this, equal to backward reaction means reverse reaction, its rate was something like this, and from that we can get such a ratio Kf upon Kr equal to concentration C, concentration D divided by, like this, concentration A into concentration B. And remember, this Kf upon Kr is taken as equilibrium constant, that is denoted by K. Kf upon Kr, that is the ratio of two rate constants, is taken as a constant called as equilibrium constant. It is denoted by K, and we are getting equilibrium constant K equal to something like this. Remember, there are homogeneous and heterogeneous reactions in which we are considering. In homogeneous reactions, all reactants and products, they are in the same state. Example H2 gaseous plus I2 gaseous gives reversibly 2HI gas. This is the example of homogeneous reversible reaction. Similarly, for heterogeneous chemical reaction, heterogeneous reversible reaction, for example this calcium carbonate solid, it gives reversibly CaO solid and CO2 gaseous, something like this. Can you see? Now there is solid gaseous combination. So this is the example of heterogeneous, the previous was example of homogeneous. Now what we do here, remember equilibrium constant, they are of two types. One in terms of concentration denoted by Kc, in terms of partial pressure denoted by gas. This partial pressure for gas is only considered for gases, and this concentration term, it is taken for all states, means solid, liquid and gas, Kc. But if it is gaseous, then it is taken as only Kp. And remember that P for pressure, C for concentration, and that concentration is nothing but a kind of molar concentration or molarity. Therefore, if it is the reaction of gaseous state, example same, H2 gas plus I2 gas, it gives reversible is something like this, 2HI gas. Then here equilibrium constant Kc can also be taken, and the equilibrium constant in terms of partial pressure Kp can also be taken. There is a relation between Kc and Kp, and that relation is something like this. Kp equal to Kc into RT raised to delta N. This is only applicable for gaseous state. Remember, if it is reaction in the gaseous state, we can have both kind of constant, Kc as well as Kp. Here R is gas constant, here T is the temperature at which reaction occur, and here delta N is equal to number of gaseous product moles minus number of gaseous reactant moles. Sometime in the reaction, if it is solid gaseous liquid combination, then it is used this relation. Then now next topic, Le Chatelier's principle. Le Chatelier, one of the scientists who has given this principle according to Le Chatelier's principle. According to Le Chatelier's principle, whenever the system in equilibrium, means here chemical reaction, if it is in equilibrium, is subjected to some external force which can disturb the equilibrium, but the system or that reversible reaction opposes the change, nullify the change that made externally, and it readjusts the equilibrium. Means equilibrium cannot be destroyed, but by that external thing it can be disturbed. However, that will give new equilibrium after readjustment. So that is the Le Chatelier's principle. The change made by external agency is try to get nullified by that equilibrium reaction or equilibrium process. So that is the brief about the chemical equilibrium in the third session. If you like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel and press the bell button icon to get our video notifications. Thanks.